All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully most on your house has a blessing all day. By His mercy, you aren't consumed. We're alive, and most on your house has body too, naturally alive, man. And yeah, man, I want to get to this, man. This little, what bad? Hold on. I just want to get to this, man. My bad, a little tired. This little quick thoughts, man, because we're going back. I was sitting here reading Proverbs 15 earlier, man, and just now actually, but kind of just shout out to the brother that sent me firstborn, and like even other brothers that say this, other people that say this, I should say, like, man, listen, man, we gotta really watch and things like that. Even me, man, because like we talk about this all. No, let's go to Romans 15, right? Let's go to Romans 15 because we talking about myself too as well, man, because this stuff, this what's written here, honestly, is for our learning, and honestly, like and when we assess a certain thing, but also too, there's a level of certain respect and things of that nature we should have for, like I should have, like people that's more righteous than me, like, honestly, man, because I know we talk about even different, like mistakes and mishaps, like a Moses or David or Eve or like this person, or Jonah or this person, but listen, man, these people are the sons and daughters of the Most High Yahshua, man. They got testimonies in heaven, man. They're written in heaven, in the heavenly family, as we read the other day in the Ephesians, man. And and also too got testimonies here on earth, man. And been reading about them through eons of time, even to this day, man. So, yeah, man. So it's honestly too now there's a balance to that too. Because listen, the only difference is between, like, that separates us from them is our faith at the end of the day, ultimately. But still, these people are way more righteous than me. So, because you know what it is too. Let's get this wrong, but but the things this word was written for our learning. So when we read it, we assess certain things, man. But also too, here's shout out to some brother that sent me first one too, man. Because a lot of times too with the word we remove. This is like really honestly. The only time as far as with anything with that's especially dealing with the word that people remove the human element of it, like I don't understand, but really that's what kind of makes it good, that the fact that human element is in there, like because still even with the word, like you're still gonna go through the human experience, man. So but let's get this Romans 15. Romans 15:4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, through that patience and comfort, which Yahushua gave us, which is the Spirit, the Comforter, of the Scriptures, that we might have hope." So let's read this again. "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, and that we might, through patience and comfort, that we might have hope." Yeah, and what's that hope? Of course, the resurrection, man. That resurrection of the dead, everlasting life. And honestly, that's why Paul said those that don't have hope as well. I didn't know that was a verse that can tie into that. But anyway, man, because a lot of times too, man, really, man, the most we don't even have to get it. The Most High House, like Isaiah 46:10 says, He tells us to end from the beginning, man. Because honestly, man, like we talked about this a lot of time. Shout out to brother sent me firstborn, man, because really, that when you really revise it, man, you see that with Adam and Eve, man, all that was talking about the end from the beginning, how he would deal with us, how shall the second Adam would deal with Eve, us, man. So and that's just is what it is, man. So a lot of times too, here's the thing too, because even when we talk about Eve, man, especially our people in the world, we're really talking about us, especially because then we Israel, then we had the word, and we went off as well. So all Eve was just the lust, the weakness of the flesh, lust of the flesh, her own desires got there, just like ours did, man. So it was a precursor to how he would deal with us, man, honestly. So because then Yahushua died in the garden too, just like the first Adam did. So because I ain't gonna go into who, but I had a conversation with somebody a few weeks ago, and saying they said there's no hope for Adam and the resurrection and all this stuff, man. All that was a precursor of how the Most High Yahushua would deal with us, man. Because He tells us the end from the beginning, man. But yeah, man. Let's grab a Proverbs chapter 15, and too. And here's the thing too, right? We can't. We have been using it, because I know this a lot of times in the internet sphere, and the podcast thing, like the manosphere, and the MGTOW red pill, and the mother goddess, divine feminine, feminist stuff, the gender war argument, stuff like that. that's why the Most High Yahshua said, listen, leave that out here, don't bring it into the house, man, because, but also too, a lot of times too, people haven't, no, let's get this before, let me get that point out the way too, because that whole gender war thing, that's not really what the Adam and Eve is about, man. It's really a precursor to how the Most High Yahshua would deal, like, with us, honestly, like, that's is what it is. Like, the first Adam, it's really pretty much a precursor to how the first Adam and Eve deal with the second Adam and Eve, man. So that's is what it is too. And also too, like that, like the brother sent me first one too says, like, we never, like, experience that, like, that love. You won't see the love of the Most High Yahshua, the love of God in that, man. Because honestly, man, so, and also too, that beginning, how he told them from the beginning, man. But anyway, man, this is, because let me just get into it, man, because a lot of times too, when we talk about Eve, man, we're really talking about ourselves, really condemn ourselves when we talk about Eve. But it says, let's get Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 20. It says, a wise son maketh a a wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish man despises his mother. So see that also too, that's what that lines up with that Yahushua, my son whom I'm well pleased. Also too, but a foolish man despises his mother. So see, this is how you know we're the second Eve. Let's go to Galatians 4 and 26. This is how you know it was all dealing with the same type of deal. It's all the same word, man. The same constant motif, recurring theme in scriptures, like that movie, TV show, or video game. I was talking about that with my brother yesterday when we my brothers in the war yesterday when we went to was watching the game, man. Well, let's grab this too. Galatians 4:26. It says, "But Jerusalem, which is above free, which is the mother of us all." So see, exactly, man. Not on the natural tip, that's talking about that, how that a lot of times too our people crave for the motherland. That would be the so quote unquote motherland on a natural tip, on a, like, that type of tip. But spiritually, man, what does Eve mean? Mother of all living, right? So wait, if Eve is the mother of all living, and it's saying here Israel is Israel, Jerusalem is the mother of all, and that mother of all, pretty much saying the same thing as what Eve means. Then the second Adam came to save and redeem us, and we're Eve. So what's that telling you? Like, y'all see where we're going with this, honestly? So yeah, let's read this again. It says, "But Jerusalem, which is above free, which is mother of us all." So see, so whenever we're talking about Eve, man, we're talking about ourselves, man. Because Eve, what's Eve mean? Mother of all living, man. So like, Jerusalem, Israel, like, isn't what, like, Jeremiah 6:2, like where he compares Israel to a comely woman, man. So that's just the same thing too, man. But so that whole Adam and Eve is not about the whole gender war or the stuff like that we hear they internet talk or out, like, gender war stuff like that. No, it's not that at all, man. Also too, man, you can see we can go to Isaiah, like, and see how that Adam and Eve is not about that, but that's about the whole. We talked about that before, but I would have to go back, and because I don't really watch these videos like that, but I would have to go visit that somewhere. Isaiah 51, I think 20. I could be wrong, but it says, "A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish man despises his mother." Also too, is talking about that mothers or knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Let's hit the second address real quick too. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is. So. Yeah, because a lot of times too, with what you call them, with men, with brothers, like, we can't be talking like, saying that Eve and this and that, because it's really just conjecture of past experiences that, like, certain men had with women, and verse thing too. It's the same thing with women too. Like, why wasn't Eve, like, why wasn't Adam there to protect Eve and things? Well, you can't protect nobody from their own desires. And Eve, and like, and women that blame Adam for that, man. That's not what that thing was. That in the garden in the beginning that was about, man. But let's get 2 Ezra 13, then we're gonna close out. 2 Ezra 13 and 55. It says, "Thy life has ordered and wisdom, and has called understanding thy mother." So see that's pretty much Despise and wisdom as well, because what is right here, and also too, everything decently in order, man. Like the Most High Yahshua is how they operate. It says, "Thy life has thou order wisdom, has thou called wisdom and understanding thy mother." So see, it says, Proverbs 15:20. It says, "A wise son maketh of a glad father, but a foolish man despises his mother." So Yeah, man. Hopefully this is edifying, man. Much love to y'all brothers and sisters. So, yeah, man. I just want to go into that. Yeah, man. It's good. It's misconceptions. Revise certain things. It's good to revise certain things, man. Go over certain things. So, and also too, so we can watch like what we say and what we do. Like especially talking about like, even for me, of course, talking about people that's way more righteous than me that got like, cause yeah, man, like cause and here's the thing too. It's like reason why people do that because we can read about like what these little mistakes these our brothers and sisters made, the sons and daughters of the Most High House I made, man. But but honestly too, with that they were still perfect as well. But we could read about it. That's why it's so easy for us to talk like talking about them like that. But man, if you like, I guarantee, man, if things I've done or like things I've done in my life and still do, man, compared to mistakes that they made, man, it doesn't even hold a candle probably, man. So yeah, I'm speaking for me, like honestly, this might me my like that wicked heart unbelief, like that I had, or even things like I still need to work on. So this is what it is, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace.